All right, and they are off. We have the two teams coming out of Nova Scotia, coming over 4,000 kilometers away from home just to play against each other here at the Olympic Oval in Richmond, BC for the 2024 National Dodgeball Championships. We have Tritons taking on Surge. Tritons on the near side of the court. Surge showing off some nice new jerseys compared to the ones they had yesterday were absolutely lovely as well, but these are different jerseys they're wearing today. So it looks like they brought two different kits. Ooh, Cardiff going for a Tardif, pardon me. Going for a shot there, sliding across the front, returning to that wing position. Cardiff now making that play call number 22. Going after that player from Surge. Right in the center there, taking it down to just the 4 players. They still have 5 players on the Triton side. I'm sure these teams know each other pretty well, so they're able to anticipate movements. 22 on Surge being eliminated. That is Corey Oracle. Tritons coming up, ready to take that shot. Going for the wing player on the Surge side. Managing to stay alive, but we see number 13 from Tritons holding the line up against him, and that is Tardif again. Tardif takes the shot, doesn't connect, gets low, blocks. Just the 3 players left now for the side of Surge. Going after the Tritons, big block up, trying to take that one out. Number 6 on Surge being eliminated. That's Scott Finlay. Cardiff coming up, ready to take that shot, baiting for the balls. And it looks like Surge took the bait. Cardiff does get a hit called on him, but only 2 balls in hand for Surge. So they had that 4-ball advantage and the player advantage on the Triton side. 2 being sent back over to Surge. Surge coming up, ready to take that shot. Tardif blocking down, returning fire at the player. Returning fire there. Oh, and that looks like it was a hit being called. First point on the board now goes to the Tritons. Teams lining up, and they are off again. Looks like coming in fast, activating those balls. Tritons absolutely whip it over and take out one of the players for Surge. Down to 5 now. Triton still has their full lineup. Nice low sidewinder shot there from the Surge player. All right, it looks like 5 players now on the side of Tritons going after the Surge players. Surge player managing to stay alive. That was a shot on wasn't able to see the number. Ooh, going for the catch, unfortunately not managing to connect with them and hold it in. 4 players now for the side of Surge. LeBlanc making that play call. Down to 3 now for Triton, slowly whittling them away. Looks like a catch was made on the Surge side. 5 players on the court going after him again. Blocks it down. Looks like he was in there getting out of the way. And that is Chizenko going out on the Triton side. It is just Sokolik and Murray left now for Tritons. Looks like Surge might take the point on this one. A lot of them getting ready for the catch there, getting ready for the counter. Goes a little bit wide up and over that shot from Sokolik. Or pardon me, Murray. Sokolik still with 2 balls in hand. Wow. Murray dodging that one, getting up on his tippy toes. Almost looked like he was wearing point shoes for a second there. Coming up, taking the shot, Sokolik right into the shoulder on that wing on the Surge team. Still keeping the 2 players on 4. Tritons. Sokolik blocks that counter shot, blocks the shot there. Looks like changing it up, and yes, Murray does get eliminated. 5 balls now. 4 balls now for Sokolik. He does have that burden to throw. Comes up, takes the shot. Big block from Surge. Sokolik blocks it again. Coming up now, Surge players ready to take that shot. Popping down up underneath the legs, managing to stay in. Play call being made now from Surge, coming up to the line. Stagger shot, sending 2 over. Sokolik stays in, returns fire. Big block up, returns fire. Tries to get him out in the leg. Unfortunately, hits the ground first, popping up and over. No players eliminated yet. Sokolik going for it, trying big block up. Counter shot, finally taking Sokolik out. That's going to be the point on the board now for Surge. Timeout being called. And right now we are in a 1-1 situation. It looks like no timeout called, just the whistle from the ref. They are lining up. All right, and they are off again. Looks like they were ready to take a shot over from the Triton side, decided not to at the last moment there. Tritons managing to land a shot there, taking it down to 4. Going a little bit up and wide. Ooh, they were going for Tardif there, sending 2 over. That third one, as he was rushing the line, manages to eliminate Tardif. Five v 5 situation right now for Surge. Triton send 3 balls over. That's going to give that burden over to the Surge side, and they are ready to take it. Play call being made there. And that was a catch. That is going to bring a player back on now for Tritons. That's going to be their full lineup of 6 going up against the 4 players. Tardif really wanting to try and bait those balls. And it looks like Trong and Murray going out. It might have been a double as it hit off of Murray into Trong. Ooh, was not expecting that one. You could hear the thud on him. You see them calling for the ball to be sent back over to the other side. It was right on the line, so it was in possession for Surge. They were not able to reach it, though. Sokolik coming up to the line, grabbing that ball, bringing the burden back over to the Triton side now, taking the shot, going right into the center, just barely missing the shoulder of Mills. Ooh, Tardif taking a counter shot while Betts was on the retreat there, managing to just almost avoid a drop shot on the toes. Tardif again coming up to the line, ready to take that counter shot. Decides to be a little bit more reserved this time. So it's just Tardif and Sokolik left now for the Tritons, going over from Betts, trying to take out Tardif. Unfortunately, Sokolik did not see that one coming. And it's just Tardif left now, taking the shot at Betts. And Tardif takes the shot again. It's a 1-2, managing to stay in. Eliminates LeBlanc. Tardif going for the drop shot on the toes, and it looks like that first shot does connect as he was getting low out of the way. And that is going to be the end of that first half. We are going to go into no blocking. Surge now taking the lead with 2 points to 1. All right, so we're going to see the teams lining up with their full rosters, well, not full rosters, but their full 6 roster. As we go into that no blocking, first shot being made from the side of Surge as they got the point. Huge jump up there from Barkhouse from Tritons. Unfortunately, it does connect in the feet. So Surge takes that first elimination here in no blocking. Going for Betts. Betts managing to get up and avoid that shot. We have Tardif, Chizenko. Tardif with a huge catch there. That is going to bring back that other player for Tritons. This might even it up. Coming to the line, it is a double tap on Cardiff. Oh, pardon me. On Oikle from Surge. And we see someone, or hear someone in the crowd being noisy with a noisemaker. Was going for Trong there, but managing to stay in. Tardif holding his own position, counting them down, ready to take those shots. Another one going down, trying to get that catch, and that is LeBlanc eliminated. Looks like a catch was made, though. LeBlanc just double checking. Almost walks off the court. The look of surprise on his face once he realizes it was amazing. Down to 3 players now for Triton. Surge trying to close the gap on this one. And that was, looks like he needed a minute after that one. It was a hit on Chizenko from Tritons. Trong being eliminated as well. It is just number 23 now. Jordan Murray, one of the captains of Tritons, left up against 5 players from Surge. Oh, Murray looked like he was going to go for the catch on that one. It was a double tap, wasn't able to close it in there. Up and over the shoulder. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Surge in the lead now, 3-1. Teams have finally changed up their position. Now we are going to see Surge on the near court in their new pink and blue jerseys, taking on Tritons. Again, the two Nova Scotia teams facing off against each other. We see LeBlanc telling his teammates to calm down. Looks like Oikle going for a block up high, almost taking out Mills there. Mills managing to avoid that one. Big couple shots at Sokolik there, managing to stay in, avoid both of them. And we see Burden being called now for the side of the Tritons. Tritons making sure they know who they're going to be throwing at. It was Oikle. Oikle managing to stay in. Looks like we're going to have a ball exchange. Again, these players have been very hard with them all tournament weekend. Luckily, we do buy in bulk. All right, coming over to the line now. Looks like Surge ready to take that counter shot. Going up into the feet there. That was number 16 from Tritons, Justin Pozwiata. I am praying that I got that right for everyone watching the stream at home cheering on Tritons. Looks like a cross-court shot. The two balls hit each other as they snap onto the floor. No hits being made there, but it just looked like a really cool effect. Play call being made now. Number 22 from Tritons, Thomas Cardiff, again calling it. Going after Oikle. Oikle stays in. Sokolik throwing. Ooh, but it does look like number 10 from Tritons, Ross Sparkhouse, does get eliminated. He is also one of the captains for the Tritons team. Ooh, getting down nice and low, trying to avoid those shots, but unfortunately it was just too many at once, and that's Cardiff being eliminated. Down to just the two players. It is Sokolik, one of the other captains of the Tritons. Sokolik getting down nice and low, managing to avoid that shot. Just him and Tardif left now on the court. Surge with a lineup of 5 players. Oikle blocking down, getting out of the way out of that shot from Sokolik. Ooh, Oikle looked like he was going to go for a windmill shot right there. Tardif returning fire on him. Mills managing to retrieve that other ball. That's going to get Burton over to the side of Surge. Coming up, ready to take that shot. A 1-2, but Tardif getting out of the way. Sokolik just kind of standing there. Thought he was going to be the target for a second. He was in a ready position. We see another ball being handed over to him. Now Burton on the side of Tritons, sending one up and wide over Finlay. Finlay coming up to the center position now, ready to take that shot with Oikle and Dow. Ooh, and that is Tardif finally being eliminated off of the block there, and Sokolik as well. That is going to be another point on the board for Surge. And we see Tritons calling a timeout. So we're going to let these two teams talk it out. Just need a little bit of strategy. I think it's a lot of the counters that are starting to get to the Triton side. Surge probably doesn't really need the time right now. They're doing well. They're probably just letting each other know, keep at it. You know, we're working at it. We're getting those points. We're getting ourselves up there because it's the points that matter right now as we are still in these round robin elimination games. And that's the ref calling the whistle at the end of the 30 minutes that they had. 30 seconds, pardon me, for their timeout. We hear the ref shouting, ready. And they go off the opening rush. No shots being made. Looked like Tritons were hungry for it, but they decided to resist at the last moment. And back Surge up to the line there. Popping the knees from LeBlanc there. Another shot being made. So it looks like Betts and LeBlanc being taken out. Ooh, Mills looks like he was hit as well. It looks 5 players now on the side of Tritons going after Oikle. Oikle managing to dodge that one out of the way. Just the 3 players left. Dow in the center making that call. Oikle taking the shot, going for Sokolik. Doesn't connect with him. He gets out of the way. Tritons coming up, take the shot, sending one through the center. And that was Trong taking the shot there on Surge. Surge coming up to the line again. Going after Murray. Murray managing to avoid those shots. Still no hits made. Surge coming up to the line, ready to take that shot. Oikle jumping up out of the way, double checking his lines there. He is still good. We still have 4 players left on the side of Tritons. Ooh, and that was a shot from Oikle there, taking out number 33 on the side of Tritons. Oop, sorry, we don't have a 33 on Tritons. I believe that was Jordan Murray, number 23. Down to just, oh, no, Murray's still in. Ooh, and that looks like Dow gets eliminated. Ooh, going off of the block there, dropping his 2 balls. That's 4 in hand now. Burden over to the side of Surge. Oikle making that play call to Finlay. Oikle taking the shot, and it connects. Trying to do a double tap there, but huge jump up from Barkhouse, ready and holding the line up against Oikle. Sokolik takes the shot, takes out Oikle. 4 minutes left now, just down to Finlay on the side of Surge. And he goes for it, and that is a hit. So the counter shot there takes out Finlay. That is another point now on the board for Tritons. Surge still in the lead, though. They have 4 points, Tritons with 2. We had that opening rush just now. Nothing being exchanged off of that one. 4 balls in hand. Burden to throw over to the side of Surge. They take the shot. No hits made. Return fire. Taking their time. 1 sent over from Barkhouse. Surge going up, taking the shot there. Return fire from the Tritons. LeBlanc getting the ball handed to him, making that play call with Dow. Dow confirming it with Betts. Ooh, looks like you're going for the shot there, and he managed to just tap on the toes of Trong. Surge managing to keep their full lineup. 5 players still in there for the Surge team, slowly whittling away at those Tritons again. Ooh, Mills going for the catch there, unfortunately not able to make it. Almost backs up into LeBlanc. Oikle managing to stay in off of that 1-2 shot. He was double checking on that one. Looks like the ball's connected, hit ground. Really great sportsmanship about it. He wasn't able to see it 100%. Oikle confirms what happened. He says, yep, that's fine with me. Bringing it back up now. Sokolic looks like he's ready to take that shot. Barkhouse just staring Oikle down. Finlay making the play call. Looks like it's going to be a send one over into Barkhouse. Barkhouse managing to avoid that one. 2 shots being made on Finlay. Wasn't able to get the block on both of them. That is an elimination. Down to 2 players now for Surge. Going after Betts there. Betts manages to stay in. You can hear 30 seconds now being called out by the players on the field. So we are going to go into no blocking if Betts manages to stay alive for those 30 seconds. That's going to be the end of the second half. Shot clock being called on him. Betts managing to avoid both of those balls being tossed over by Tritons. Still 3 players left on the side of Tritons as they count it down, and Sokolic gets eliminated, going for a catch there. Betts stays in. That's the time. We are now going into no block. So it looks like it is going to be a 2v1. We have Barkhouse and Murray left on the side of the Tritons up against Betts. Betts going for it, disarms him, but the counter shot from Murray there, from Barkhouse, that's going to get the point for the Tritons. Surge still takes it, though, with that 4 points, but Tritons did manage to close the gap. 1 point difference on that one. Up next, we are going to see Surge taking on Quake.